Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing Gear Shift. Now, I think I have a bit of an inclination about why the puzzle is called Gear Shift, but I'm not going to reveal that now. I will actually reveal it after I start the solve because, excuse me, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather here. Because I think it's actually going to be kind of like part of the solve. Anyway, so this puzzle is a 2-star difficulty rated puzzle. It is, as of the time of recording, 95% rated. And we actually have played a puzzle from this constructor, Splendor, before. And I seem to remember it was another exceptional puzzle, so really looking forward to what we have in store for today. If it's a bit of a clumsy solve, I am going to just ask for forgiveness up front, because it's a little bit late compared to when I normally record. I think everybody on this channel knows that I'm more of a morning person, but it's a bit more like 8 p.m. as I'm recording this right now. Anyway, let's take a look at today's puzzle and rule set with Gear Shift by Splendor and the following set of rules. Normal Sudoku rules, very familiar. Place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row. Every column, of course, and then every 3x3 box, so nothing unusual here. Then what else do we have? Modular lines. Every 3 digits along a teal modular line must have a digit from each of the following sets. So 147, 7, 258, and 369. Now, it doesn't have to be in that order. It just means that every 3 cells need to include one from each of these sets. And obviously that repeats. So these 3 cells now, well, they've got one from 258, one from 369. This one would have to be 147. And so on and so forth. That would be 258, etc., etc. We also have global entropy. So every 2x2 box of cells must have at least one low digit, 1, 2, 3, one medium digit, 4, 5, 6, and one high digit, 7, 8, 9. So if you imagine, for example, that this is 1, actually, no, this is not going to work, that this is 4, and that this is 3, well, one of these digits is going to have to be high, because essentially I've got a low digit, a medium digit. I'm going to actually just give it a bit of color here, blue, yellow. So one of these cells is going to have to be red to make sure that I have one of each, low, medium, and high, in this 2x2 box. And then in this 2x2 box, one of them is going to have to be medium. Otherwise, I've broken the puzzle. So let's keep going. We've got ratio Kropki dots. So digits separated by a black Kropki dot do not have a ratio of 1 to 2 and no negative constraints. So essentially, if this cell is 2, this would have to be 1 or 4, so that essentially one cell is double the other. No negative constraints means a 2 and a 4, clearly in a 2 to 1 ratio, one cell is double the other. But without a black dot, that's going to be allowed under today's rule sets. Last but not least, of course, is, what do I have in here? X sums. Digits separated by an X sum to a value of 10, and again, no negative constraints. So if this cell is 2, 5, or 8, this cell would also have to be 2, 5, or 8. Clearly not a 5, otherwise I'd be doubling the 5, to make sure that these 2 cells do add up to 10. If I end up with a 7 in here, and without an X next to this 3, they clearly add up to 10, but that's fine. Negative constraints don't apply here either. So, relatively straightforward set of rules. A very interesting setup for sure. As always, if you want to play along, link will be in the description down below for you to do so. And I'm just taking a time of my recording and see how I get on. Right, so entropy, no, sorry, not entropy, modular lines, is essentially kind of the main thing that we are given right now. So essentially, I'm just kind of coloring every 3rd cell the same color, because I know they're going to be the same modular set. So all of these are going to be, let's say, purple. Every other cell is going to be, I don't want to make a mistake so early on, because that would just ruin the solve really. So all of these are going to be green, and then the remaining digits right after green are going to be orange. And again, just obviously it's going to be all the remaining gaps, but I just want to make sure that I haven't made a mistake. Purple, green, orange, purple, green, orange, purple, green, orange. Yep. Purple, green, orange. Yeah, yeah, all of that is good. Now, I mean, my 258 example turns out to be spot on. So remember, these are essentially modular 3, 258 and 369. Now, these two cells that add up to 10 are from the same set, which is impossible with 147, impossible with 369. It can only be possible with 258. So this is 28, this is a 5, and we have our break-in. Then we have 2 8s. In fact, this is another 2 8. You can't have 5 on a black Kropki dot because half of 5 is 2.5, double of 5 is 10, neither of which is allowed. That's 5, that's 2 8. Lovely. Now, the X's are not necessarily helping me, if I'm honest, because I know that 147 and 369 are essentially perfect complement to being able to add up to 10. So 1 and 9, 4 and 6, 3 and 7. Not very helpful. And I'm going to say it's also premature to be thinking about entropy just yet. So what I'm going to do, what I am going to do is essentially just repeat it over here. Now the challenge is, like, I really want to reserve blue, yellow, and red for modular, so you're gonna have to forgive the fact. Actually, no, I'm just gonna ignore this. I'm going to do blue, yellow, and red, but I am going to remove them later, almost certainly, to use them for entropy. But what I don't want to do is have the colors overlap right now, because just practically speaking, whilst obviously I can discern them, I'm more thinking when I want to come later on to replacing them, I want to be able to just double click on the thing and just replace colors as opposed to having to go around manually selecting them. Right. So, what is all of that telling us? It's telling me yellow cannot be 258. Actually, I don't know why I removed that set. 147, 258, 369. Yellow down here, I've got two cells that have to be on a black Kropki dot. This is not 3, this is 4. 1, 4 is not in a 2-to-1 ratio. 7 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work, 9 doesn't work. 2 and 8 are not in a 2-to-1 ratio. So the only way this works is a 3-6 pair and a 9 in here. So I know that all of these are 3 6s. I know all the rest are 3 6 9s. I know that these are essentially 1 2 4 8s because they're not 3 6 9. I know that this is 1 4 7 to complete the row. This is going to be a 3 6 9 to be able to add up to 10. Same in here. This is another 1 4 7 set and another 1 4 7 set. So interesting that these are full sets. Not sure if that's significant, but you know, it's something. Can I do anything with this just yet? I'm struggling to. Sorry, I should remove these before I start using them as part of the solve. So you see, red could absolutely be 258. I could have 2 and 8, 2 and 8, and then a 5. You know, clearly the secret on the right-hand side is the black Kropki dots. I'm not quite seeing the right spot to help me out here. So maybe the other way to look at it is this is 2 8 and 1 4, 2 8 and 1 4. Essentially, one of them is going to be 147, one of them is going to be 258 for red and blue. And therefore, these two cells are not 1 4 or 2 8, they are 5 7. I'll be honest, it's not very helpful. Of course, 2, 8 in here. Sleuth. This is not 3, 6, or 9. This is 1, 4, 7. Right. Wakey, wakey. So purple is 1, 4, 7 on this side. In fact, it's clearly not 7 in here. This is 1, 4, 7. Am I going to just quickly fill these in? Not keen, but I am going to. Not really my kind of style, but the reason I want to do this is I think, yes, it will. Right. Blue cannot be, sorry, red cannot be, well, I always knew red is not 369. Come on, Sleuth. Where are you going with this? It's just that there were 2 in the row, and therefore obviously that the red couldn't be the same as orange, but it isn't. Maybe one thing I can do is yellow is orange. We know that. And then one of them is green, one of them is purple. And the question is, which is which? So one of these is 7. Oh yeah, that works. Right. Purple cannot be blue because I would have 4 cells from 3 digits 1, 4, 7. So that's not going to work. So blue here is 2, 5, 8, which is green. Red is 1, 4, 7, which is purple, and therefore this is 7, this is 5. Purple is the 1, 4s, greens are the 2, 8s, and we're now definitely making progress. And I'm going to do one more thing where I am going to now deliberately, mind you, this is not 7. This has to be 7 because I've got a 1, 4 pair. This has to be 2 or 8. So this is, I'm not going to color anymore. I'll explain why in a second. This is 2, 5, 8. 2, 5, 8. 2, 8. This is not 7, so that's 1, 4. This is 7. So this is another 1, 4. Excellent. 1, 4 pair. That's the 7. These are not 7s. I think that's all I can do for now, no? Yeah, right. Now, we're shifting gears, as the puzzle is named. We're going to remove all the modular colors, and I'm now going to overlay on top of it, well, not overlay because I'm removing, otherwise I'm just not going to be able to tell anything, entropy colors, low, medium, and high with blue, yellow, and red. And I think this would help us immensely in actually progressing. So 5s are low, 7s are high, 9s are high. One of these has to be low, you can see now. So one of these is a 3. In fact, it's a 3, 9 pair because that's not a 9. So that's 3, 9. That's 6. No, that's 6. Much better. Therefore, that's medium. There's one of each. One of these is low. Don't know. That's 3. These are not 3s. We have the 9 in here, so that's low. Got any more? Not sure. Here is 1 low, 1 high. So I need 1 medium digit, which is either 4 or 6. Not brilliant either. One of these is low, so 2 or 3. I need more colors. I need more colors. So this is low and medium, not good. That basically takes care of this. Low and medium, but I've got essentially blue and yellow in here. But then where is red in here? That's got to be red. That's 8. That's 2. So that's low. Medium and high, not brilliant. Essentially, this is sorted, this is sorted. In fact, none of these are 8s anymore. For a second, I was thinking I should be able to place a bit more. I'm not sure why I'm struggling to. One of these is medium, which is quite easily achieved. It's not forcing anything. One of these is high, one of them is medium. Again, not helping. This too, right, if this is 1, that would be 4, that would be 1. And then suddenly all of that is low. That's impossible. And in fact, in this quadrant, which one is high? Yeah, it's just, you just have to be very careful now with this to try and find the right spot to make progress. So these have to be 4s. Therefore, this is 1. That's 1. That forces this to be 2. These are low. These are medium. I need a low in here, which is kind of covered. That is low, so this is sorted. This is sorted. This is sorted. This is not progressing that much. Oh, 4 gave me 1. One of these is medium, which is the 6. We know that. That 1, however, gave me a 4, which is a medium. Therefore, this has to be... Actually, hang on, that wasn't the case. I just didn't color correctly. That's blue. Therefore, that's yellow. Therefore, that's red. And that's low. But it does mean that if you take a look at, excuse me, kind of all of these 2x2s, they're all sorted, basically. Is not great. Is it doing anything on this side? Yes, it is. That's 1. That's 4. That's still 2 or 8, so less helpful. That's not 1. That's not 9. Surely it's doing a bit more than that. I'm kind of half tempted, if I'm honest, to actually switch on check pencil marking. Because, you know, you guys just watching me struggle to see things isn't kind of the best use of your time. So one of these has to be low, but again, it's not, it's quite easy to achieve. There's nothing to go on. One of these has to be medium again. Not great. I'm going to color. Yeah, so one has to be low, one has to be high. The only one that can be high here is the 8, which gives me a low in here, a high in there. This has to be low, so that's the 3, therefore that's a 7. And let's plug in some of these things now. That's 3, that's 7, that's 1, that's 4, that's 1. Yep, that's 8, that's 2, that's 8. That means that's 2, that's 8, that's 4, that's 7, that's 3. These are not 3s. That in fact has to be 6, so that there is a yellow in here. And therefore that's 9. That's not 9 or 3, that's 6, that's 2, that's 9. I'm kind of hoping that all of this is going to work out as I finish the left-hand section. And hope that all the 2x2s are good. And they look good to me. Yeah. Every 2x2 is looking pretty solid. And it's looking across the other side to hopefully give me some more things. That's not 6, that's not 4. One of them is high, one of them is low. Sorry, one of them is high, one of them is medium. Not hugely useful. Maybe I need to pencil mark some more. I need to pencil mark some more. Right, let's do that. I'm kind of surprised I haven't. Oh yeah, I have disambiguated. This is 5. Right, pencil marks. So let's do this one. 3, 5, 8. 2, 6, 9. 6, 8. 3, 5, 9. 2, 5, 9. 3, 6, 8. Right, not 2, not 2. One of these has to be high, which can only be a 9. That would make this a 6. And hopefully this is going to bounce back and give me something. In fact, that was a 4, 6. I don't know how I didn't see that. One of these is going to be low. I need a low digit in here, 1 or 2. Need a low digit in here, 1 or 3. Need a medium digit, 4 or... No, this is chaos, I tell you. One of these is a 5 to make sure that there's a yellow in here. So that's not a 5. One of these is high, 7 or 8. Interesting. So 9, 1, 3, 7. This is okay. Where am I going with this? No, I just need more. Like, I'm on the right track, I'm going to say. I just need to remove more things, basically. So red is 8 or 7, fine. Red is 7 or 9, fine. Yellow is just 5, and I removed all the 5s in the column. Yep. Yellow is 4 or 5. Yellow is 4 or 6. Blue can only be 2. There we go. This is what we needed, probably. Right. How is this going to help? Not 9. Need a... Don't know what I need here. Need a yellow, which we've got with 6. Need a yellow in here, which is 4 or 5. That hasn't changed, really. Need a yellow in there, which is the other 4 or 5. These are not 3s. 5, 9 pair. Not 5. Is 5. Feels like I should be able to do some 5s. No, I can't. Not 7. Kind of inconsequential. No, 4, 6. So I'm going to just, again, check them all rigorously. What about the right-hand side? So remember, I need one of each. One yellow. And one high. And the only way that can be high is this is red, and this is yellow, this is blue, this is yellow. And therefore this is low, this is yellow, this is high, this is blue. And then I need a high in here, not great. High in there, not great. High in here, this is fine, fine, fine. Need a blue there, that's brilliant, that's medium, that's low, that's got to be high, that's low. That's fine, that's fine. That needs to be yellow, that's red. And therefore this would be red, this would be yellow. This needs to be red. this is like inconsequential. This needs to be yellow, therefore this is red. So this is not red, we knew that. We don't know what this is. Maybe it's time, oh no we do, that's blue. I was going to say maybe it's time to actually plug in some numbers so I can actually see what I'm doing. Like this one has to be blue, no? 2, 1, yeah, 3. Has to be a yellow in here, and it's 4 or 6. But that's the 4 down here, so it's got to be the 6. And therefore this is not the 4 or the 7, that's the blue. That's yellow, and that's red. And then I just need to go and replace all of these with 8s. 9, 7, 3, 1, 2, then 4, then 5, 6s. I missed a 3 over there. And if I've not made any mistake, actually another 3 over here. And if I've not made any mistake, 3 for the finish. It's a beautiful puzzle, Katie Splendor. Another extremely well-named puzzle, I think. I think it's, like, I'm not sure that you could say this is a particularly difficult puzzle. It's just, you just need to keep plugging away with it and be very systematic so you don't mess up somewhere and then kind of ruin the solve. Hope you guys enjoyed the puzzle and the video, and I'll see you back soon. Bye-bye for now.